evening. Welcome. Thank you. I am Jeremey Catterton, the Artistic Director of Lamb Plays with Lion. If you are sitting on the outskirts or up front, I do actually recommend that you should sit as far back and as centered as possible to really see the evening how I think best behoove you. If you feel inclined to, please do that now. Over here, I have the Katie Mitchell cast. With them, I produced, thank you very much for taking my suggestion, Enid. Or you're leaving, which is cool too. Thank you. With the Katie Mitchell side, we've produced an entire production of Chekov's The Seagull, utilizing methods promoted in Katie Mitchell's book on directing. Now, the director's craft cites specific examples from her very own production of The Seagull, which she staged half a dozen years ago in London. Over here, on this side, we have the Lamb Plays with Lion cast, who I've also created a full production of Chekov's The Seagull with, except we've used methods that we've cultivated and refined over the last full 11 productions, which took us about 2.5 years. In regards to this experiment, I think it's best said by the character Boris Trigorin, who in Act 3 says, "He preaches about a new era of art, as if the art field weren't large enough to hold both the old and the new. It's called an art field, not a yard." And I think that sums it up. So here are some things that you need to know. Here, this is going to be an alarm. And when you hear this alarm, it means that the actors have to stop what they're doing and push forward and set up for the next act. The alarm is utilized when the scenes are running too long or I'm bored with the action. It sounds a little something like this here. And you need to know that this is a beer brewed locally, Glib's Honey Bock. It's very good. I'm setting it back here. And you also need to know that this is the gun that's introduced at the beginning of a Chekov play. And this is Lamb Plays with Lion versus Katie Mitchell's The Seagull.
Why do you always relax? I'm in mourning for my life. I'm not happy.
Why aren't you happy? I don't get it. You're healthy, and though your father's not rich, he is competent. My life is far more difficult than yours. I only have 23 rubles a month to live on. I'm not mourning.
Happiness isn't dependent on money, and poor folk are happy.
Maybe in theory, but not so in reality. Take me, for instance. My mom, 2 sisters, little brother, and all somehow have to live on my salary alone. We still have to eat and drink. Do you want us to go without tea and sugar?
Please, start soon.
Yes, Constantine's play starring Nina. They are so in love. Our souls meet you and me, but we have no common ground. I love you, which makes me too restless and sad to stay at home. So I rush here every day 6 miles back and forth, only to be met by your indifference. Sure. I'm poor and I have a large family. How can I expect to ever get sent to marry man getting beat himself?
That's not it. I'm touched by your affection. It's just not mutual, that's all. Want some?
No, thank you.
Feel that barometric pressure. Storms are brewing tonight. All you do is lecture me about morals or talk about money. To you, poverty is the greatest tragedy to befall a man, but honestly, I think it's 1,000 times easier to wear rags than be a beggar than a slave. You wouldn't understand.
Don't know why, my boy, but I've never been comfortable with country life, and I doubt I ever will.
Last night I went to bed at 10, got up at 9 this morning,
but I still feel like my brain
is stuck to the inside
out of my skull.
No doubt, you should live in town. My friends, we'll call you when the play begins.
right now, you can't stay here. Please, go away.
Let's go.
Let us know when the play begins.
I'm going to take a swim, sir.
All right, but be back in 10 minutes.
I will, sir.
Real theater.
Fake sets are
Unnecessary. And when the curtain rises, the moon will be hanging perfectly at 8:30.
Marvelous!
However,
However, if Nina's late, the whole effect is going to be ruined. You're getting shaggy there. Time for a trim?
The tragedy of my existence, my hair. Even when I was young, I always looked rough. Women never liked me. What is my sister so angry about?
She's furious because Nina is going to have a little victory on this tiny stage. My mother is a special sort of headache. She can't get hollow praise here in the country, so she gets petty and spiteful and thinks everyone is against her. And she's cheap, an absolute miser. I know for a fact that she has 70,000 in the bank at Odessa. But she'll collapse into tears if you ask her for a single penny.
You're convinced that your mother hates your play, just thinking that excites you.
and whatnot.
Stay calm, your mother adores you.
when
When I'm not around, she is only 32. I step through the door, she is 43 and hates me for it. She knows, too, that
I despise commercial theater. Her theater is merely a tool for stale convention and prejudice. Those glorious geniuses, those high priests of art, show us how people, real people, eat, drink, love, walk, wear clothes, and then they attempt to extract a polite, compact moral from their asinine dialogue.
But we can't do without the theater.
No, we
We
can't.
can't, but it has to be in a new form. If we can't have that, then let's not have it at all.
Honestly, I regret that my mother is a famous actress. If she were just an ordinary woman, I think I'd be much happier. When I find myself the only non-entity in a crowd of her friends, all of whom are celebrated authors or artists, I feel they only tolerate me because I am her son. Personally, I am nothing, a nobody. So when my mother's celebrity friends do deign to notice me at all, they only look at me to weigh my insignificance. I read their minds and bear the humiliation. I hear someone coming. Oh, it's one of you, Mark! No.
Oh, you look like you've been crying. Don't do that.
Let's hurry.
For heaven's sakes, please don't ask me to stay.
And for heaven's sakes, don't ask me to stay. Mother doesn't even know I'm here.
As a matter of fact, it is time to begin. I have to call the audience.
Off I go. Wild swords gleam brightly and rattle. I was singing that once and a fellow lawyer said to me, "You have a powerful voice, sir." Then he thought a moment and added, "Powerful and ugly."
My
My mother
mother
and his wife won't let me come here. They call it Bohemia, and I'm afraid I'll turn into
an actress.
But it's
But
this
it's this
lake.
lake,
It tracks me like a seagull. You fill my heart.
Fill my heart.
We're alone now.
Isn't that someone over there?
No.
What kind of a tree
Tree
is that?
Don't go home early. I'm begging you. I love you.
Who's
Who
that?
is that? That you, Jacob? Yes, sir. Let's have places then. The moon is rising. The play has to start.
Yes, sir.
Is the sulfur ready? There has to be sulfur in the air when the red eyes start to shine. Go, we're ready. Are you nervous?
Yes, very. I'm not afraid of your mother so much as I am of Gordon. The thought of acting in front of him makes me ashamed and terrified. He is so famous.
He's young, isn't he?
Yes.
He writes such beautiful stories.
Never read them. I can't say.
You know, your play is very hard to act. There isn't a single living character.
Living characters.
Life needs to be represented not as it is, but as it should be, like how it happens in dreams.
Yes, but nothing happens. It's more like a speech.
I think
Every play should always have a love story. Getting cold and wet. Go get your galoshes.
I am warm and dry.
You never take care of yourself, and you're so very obstinate about. And you're a doctor.
He's quit.
Okay. All right. Can I please? Can you just act with that Dorn and act with you instead? Just use his lines, but keep everything else in the staging. Everyone that acts with Dorn, can you please just use the other sides?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Let's take it from.
You didn't even notice the show?
Yeah.
Did you? Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You didn't even notice the chill. Come on, confess. You have a thing for her.
I am 55.
That is no excuse. 55 is not old for a man. You've kept your looks handsomely, and women are still very much attracted to you.
What are you trying to tell me?
Men never hesitate to throw themselves at the feet of an actress. All of you.
It's only right that artists should be exalted by society and treated differently from, say, business folk. It's a kind of idealism.
When women loved you and threw themselves at your feet, was that idealism?
Can't say. A great many of my relations with women have been
After the Pontal affair in 1873, she acted beautifully, truly magnificent. Whatever happened to Shodin, the comedian? What happened to him?
I would never keep track of such fossils. I have no idea.
They don't make them like that anymore. The stage will never be the same. Back then, the theater scene was carved in sturdy oaks. Now all we have left are rotting stumps.
When does your little play begin, my dearest boy?
Soon. Please, just be patient.
My son, thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black grained spots as will not leave their tint.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty. Oh, ye ancient mists that drive at night across the surface of this lake, blind you now our eyes with sleep, and show us in our dreams that which will be in 10,000 years. There won't be anything left in 10,000 years. Then let them now show us that nothingness.
Yes, let them while we're still awake. Every man and beast, lion, eagle, and quail, hornet, stag, goose, spider, silent fish that inhabit the waves, and starfish from the sea, and creature invisible to the eye. In one word, life. All life, finishing a harrowing lap forced upon them, has died out at last. All is void, void, void. All is terrible, terrible. Every living creature's corpus has wrought to dust, and the eternal has transformed this dust into stones and water and clouds.
But lo,
their spirits flow into one celestial earth being, and that co-joined soul am I. In me, the consciousness of man has joined hands with the instinct of animal. I understand all. And each life lives again in me. Seems a bit forced, doesn't it? I am alone. Once every 100 years my lips part, and my voice echoes mournfully across the sun-cracked earth, but no one hears. Satan, the eternal father to the fabric of existence, trembles should the spark light ignite in you. He demands an unceasing movement of your atoms so you shift and change forever. This alone know I. Within my fierce and obstinate Except it's never going to come true. You never know, maybe it will. Here, let me introduce Monsieur Boris Gregorin.
I'm delighted. I've read one of your books. The play was different, wasn't it?
That's an understatement. There were a lot of fish in that lake.
Yes, a lot.
I love fishing. There's nothing more enjoyable than sitting on a lake in the evening, watching a cork